So, Guy, talk us through that one. You obviously started quite strong and going bit basket for basket, but then the last three quarters, it seemed they sort of ran away with it.
Oh, look, I think just credit to Bendigo. They were just too good tonight and shot the ball great. And, took our confidence away. And we are prone to ebbs and flows with confidence. But credit to them, they played a really good game.
What positives, obviously Celeste play was a positive tonight. What other positives can you take from the game?
Oh, well, look, I'm going to have to evaluate my way through that. I was pleased for Celeste. I thought she did all the right things that we set out to in terms of preparation for the game. But, look, I'm probably, looking for other things. I think it was just too up and down. I'm trying to say to the team that there's too wide a gap between our best basketball and our worst basketball. It's just too far. And a lot of that, we just had some, absolutely horrible defensive efforts tonight by some people. And that showed out. And, if you're going to be that way defensively, then you're only as strong as your weakest link. And we just never had a platform with our defence that was anywhere close.
Celeste, how do you see it out there? You obviously got a couple of scores early, and then it sort of just went from there.
Yeah, credit to my teammates for finding me, and obviously we were running really good stuff when we got our feet in the paint. But yeah, defensively, there's a lot that we need to clean up, and basically just giving more effort and be able to rotate for each other and having pride on the defensive end.
They're obviously the benchmark. That you did things you can learn from playing against a side like that.
Yeah, for sure. Coach always talk about how they're a veteran team, and so we have a lot of young players. But it's no excuse for effort on the defensive end. I always talk about how defense is pride, not letting your opponent score, but we just got to clean it up. They do really good at moving the ball, finding ways to score when we give a lot of mistakes and have a lot of mistakes. So we can look forward to changing that and fixing it.
And I guess maybe one positive as well, Celeste, was the rebounds. You got more than them, and that seems to be maybe something you've struggled with a little bit in the past. So were you happy with that from the team?
Yeah, on the rebounds, Coach talked a lot about that. It was going to be helpful. But obviously here it wasn't enough, but it doesn't mean that's something that we're going to stop doing. We need to continue to get better at it.
Yeah, and Guy, I also wanted to ask, because obviously at this point you're trying to win and get into playoffs, but also setting up some of those younger girls for their careers. So how do you kind of juggle that right now?
Oh, well, look, we do have the player development is integral to the program, so that kind of goes hand in glove. So we spend a lot of time in our stuff. Because the individual improvement should go in lockstep with the team development, so we put a lot of time into that. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I was just asking about making sure that you're not, I guess also giving them a lot of experience and helping them to get better, but yeah, I think that's
Well, you can't, Kelly Wilson's probably got more games than our entire team, right? So you can't and if you take Kayla out, then probably any 4 of their players have got more games in this league than our team. So it's hard to fast track some of those areas that we just got to have some patience and a process to get our way through. But having said that, still it was, they taught us a good lesson, and then we contribute to our downfall because some of our behaviours are not the right behaviours in response, internalise, don't respond assertively enough, drop our heads, quit on the effort areas, those sorts of things. And so, look, they've either got to be, as far as the Flames go, you either get better and work your way through it, or we find someone else. That's really the nature of it. So, that evaluation is important.
Yeah, I did also just quickly want to ask about Shanice. She's a young prodigy. I think we forget how young she is sometimes, but I'm not sure if she wants to go to the WNBA soon, but I imagine for her, being able to mark up against Val was pretty good for her experience. Can you talk a bit about that?
Well, for all our guards, Semi's the MVP of the league at the moment as it stands, and so she's having a really strong season, and they're out in front. To me, definitely this is not the strongest that the league has been in a season, but they're good, and we're very young, and we're sort of around the middle of the pack. But we've had seasons where there's been a lot more teams of the calibre of Bendigo, so I think it's a bit of a down season that way. So these are very important opportunities for some of these younger guys to get the opportunity to go against some pretty elite players. So I just want them to soak it up and meet the challenge head on. But I think that, getting back to the point, I think that our attitude today mentally was, well, threw it out there, it didn't really work, and so we just sort of stopped and got passive, and that's not how you ever compete.
Guy, over the last 4 or 5 games, Bonnie's been playing a really good role and playing some more minutes than she was prior to that. How have you seen her contributions over those games, and what work has she been doing off the court to get those minutes in that rotation as well?
Oh, well, look, the same as everyone's doing. I just think she's been, her work rate's been really high, and she's been very physical. And in terms of, she's just done the things that we've asked people to do, and she's done it quite well. So for an 18-year-old about to enter a freshman year at college, I think got nothing but praise for the quality of the physicality and the attitude that she's bringing to it. And it's pretty impressive for an 18-year-old kid.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.